Hello everyone. Today we will be doing cloud storage. This is an ICT topic and under it we'll be covering models, advantages and disadvantages. So first, what is cloud storage? So cloud storage is a model where digital data is stored on remote servers rather than local hard drives. So remote servers is a keyword because this means that you can access it anywhere and it has several backups so data isn't lost. First, we have public cloud, which is sharing an infrastructure owned by external vendors like Google Drive. So by infrastructure owned by external vendors, it means that you're paying someone basically who has servers and data centers to store your data. So this picture is an example of these data servers. Example is Google Drive. Then we have private cloud, dedicated infrastructure used exclusively by a single organization for high security. So this, like for example, big companies and businesses, they have their own separate servers and data centers where they store their own data, so it's not owned by anyone other than them. And hybrid cloud is combining both public and private, where it keeps the sensitive data private, but it's also public access for like general files. So this too is usually used by companies or really really rich and wealthy, important individuals. So here are our advantages. It's accessible, scalable, reliable, and it provides security. So as I said, remote servers. That means data can be accessed from anywhere. Data can be accessed by anyone with the relevant permission, making it quick to share files and collaborate with others. So for example, Google Drive, if you make one Google Drive, you can share the link or like the password with others, and they can also use that data. And data can be accessed on any device if you have internet connection. So this can be an advantage and a disadvantage. Scalability is just that you're allowed to increase or decrease your storage capacity. Reliability is when cloud storage providers use as I said, multiple servers to back up data. So losing your data is very it's not often. And security, cloud storage providers offers advanced security features such as data encryption. Encryption is when for example you write hi there. So encryption will make it so that any hackers see it as like symbols and like code words and like question mark, so they can't see your message. So your data is very protected. And multi-factor authentication just means that you first have to type in your password and then maybe your fingerprint or like Face ID or another password like that. So disadvantages is hidden cost and budget overruns. So hidden cost, as in when you want extra storage or you're storing with large capacity, it's very expensive. Like for example, for Apple you get like 10 MB of free storage, and when you pass it you have to pay a monthly subscription, or you just lose your data, or like you have to delete photos if you want it to be free. And hidden costs is just the costs that they hide when you're in checkout. So data security and privacy concerns. Even though encryption is there, hacking happens very often and technology hasn't really met up with the hacking. And physical security of those actual data servers is there, because oftentimes data servers are like in remote places and they have a lot of security guards, but what if like malfunction happens, what if water spills, you know, like those are the physical concerns. Downtime and reliability issues. So as we said, you can access it anywhere with internet, but that's the bad part. If you don't have a network, you can't access your data. Vendor lock-in risks. So this means that when you're not in control, you're not in control of your own data sometimes, because the provider is the one controlling everything. So you usually have problem with like high prices that you have to pay to keep your data stored, and you're not really allowed a lot of stuff. This kind of links with limited customization and control. Usually this happens in public servers, and sometimes in hybrid, where you don't own the servers because you're just like one individual and you don't really need a whole data center. So when you use the help of these external companies, they usually monetize it, and they limit your access and your control to your data, and it's just really annoying and it's a big disadvantage. So that was it for today. Thank you guys for watching.